But if you stay home and you're never in the field, right? You're never out in the world. Like I got a bunch of my clients doing, they do 2 hours a monkey to be social, talk to people, and they'll record themselves, and we'll look over how good they're doing just being social, and they'll do 2 hours at a bar being social or waiting for that shit to get popping. But if you're not out in the world to accumulate the right kind of trauma, you are a fucking. I didn't think monkey would ever be useful. I thought it was just for content, but I tried to.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an app that's like Omegle, and it keeps me like.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
like
I took a month. I took a month off it, and my chat's like, "Hey, your game's not as good." And then I stayed on it for a few days, and they're like, "Oh, your game got really good." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's about practice. You can't let that go. You have to start to identify with that person too. There's another question. I lost it. Maladaptive daydreaming. What do you know about maladaptive daydreaming? He had a whole paragraph. John said he used to get off his bouncer shift and lock himself in his bathroom and simulate a nightclub setting where he'd run game on imaginary women and run scenarios back over and over again until he said the right thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much when I'm fully exhausted after a shift at work and I'm in that place where I can go to sleep, but I'm too stimulated, so I know I'm gonna have bad dreams and stuff. Kind of like that anxiety sleep that people drift into. I would burn it by simulating the nightclub. So I had some LEDs and I showed them on the street.
Maladaptive daydreaming is it's unintentional, right? You can't. It sounded like for you was you're
no, but I would put the music.
Daydreaming is a trauma response.
Right, but I would, but it was these micro traumas are getting cucked in the club. I put the headphones on and I play the same music that was playing when I got cucked, right? So I'd remember the song, right? Or I would be trying to get a Snapchat with them, and some guy would grab a girl and stuff, and I'd be like, "Fuck, this got blurry. I could have had that," and I would do 400 different pickups on her in my mind while I'm looking down, like she's this big, this, and then the girl would change always, the face, the everything. And then when I saw her giggle in my imagination at one joke, I forget that even happens. Next week, I'm at the club, girl's right here, and the song plays, and I go, say the joke, and I know she's going to laugh. And she laughs, and I'm like, basically, there's a study that showed people who are learning 5 notes in piano versus people who are imagining it, and it's the same neurons firing.
I literally said this last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happens is that it starts off in the sort of frontal part of the brain where you're still learning it and you're still practicing it, but once it becomes automated, it moves to the basal ganglia. So it becomes completely automated, which means that you can focus your attention on other things. You can focus your attention on what topics do I want to discuss, et cetera, et cetera. So the more you practice, the better off you'll be. And all the top guys, Cristiano Ronaldo, all the top tennis players, they have sessions where they only imagine themselves playing and thinking about how they're kicking the ball. And it has the same effect without the soreness and the fatigue of training.